Yes! Good morning, day one, Bassmaster Southern Open here on the Harris Chain of Lakes. This is my co-angler, Tommy.
What's up, everybody? TY Bass Fishing on Instagram.
Yep, we're gonna catch them today, so stay tuned.
Should be starting to line up flight number 1. It's the first 11 boats with a check-in time of 2:45. Chris Blanchette, where's Chris? Hunter Freeman.
Wells on running.
Yep.
Alright, pull your keel switch.
Alright, that's boat 1.
Seat's right up there.
Yeah, you just kind of chill right there. Boat 2, Hunter Freeman.
Just a big old grass flat right here. Just kind of spread out over it, and you know, hopefully, like I said, we can just kind of roll up here and, you know, get on them pretty quick. That'd be nice. There he is.
I'm so used to FLW, I was getting ready to go run and grab.
We grabbed the net.
I was going to go, what's the net?
There he is. I ain't even gonna measure him. Did you have a bite?
Nah, bro. Kind of rickety, bro.
There he is. That's a better fish. Unless he's foul hooked or something. Freaking turtle?
Yeah.
What? I don't even know what to do with this, man. Be free.
I've had one chase my whopper flopper, but I've never seen a jerk bait.
There he is. That's a better one. Oh yeah.
Chris, that one's awesome. I don't care who you are. You can suck.
Quick update. Got 3 for probably about 5.5 pounds. Just caught one that's about 3 1/4 on this jerkbait out on this flat. Just gonna kind of wear on it a little bit and see if I can't, you know, grind out a solid little limit and then go looking for a couple big ones. There we go. Update, 10:47. I've got 4 fish for probably 7 pounds. Got 1 solid fish. Need to do a little bit of culling as well. Gonna go try and do some bed fishing now. So hopefully they're there and hopefully they bite. 15 minutes till weigh-in. Made the run back through Griffin. Just got through the lock. Probably have about 9 to 9.5 pounds maybe. And I need one more good bite, probably a solid 2-3 pounder at least. Got a little bit of time. I'm gonna stop and flip some reeds. I caught some on in practice, so hopefully they're there. But you know, at least we caught something. You know, everybody that was inside the lock said they struggled. So you know, definitely grateful to have what we have, but need to have a little bit more to kind of stay in this thing a little bit. So stay tuned. Hopefully we catch them. It's weird.
Some of the anglers, not everybody, I think we had about 40 taking advantage of that bass track today. I appreciate that. Great information for the fans. The family, friends, fans, all watching the whole plate. You did a great job. You're right on the line. Chris, wet check. Polly's Island, South Carolina. 5 fish. Turn around and say hello to all the folks watching at home. Good job. Thank you. This side, double digits. 9 pounds, 11 ounces. 9/11, sir. Thank you.
All right. Give him a Good morning. Literally the last boat to go out today. So currently it is 7:10. Just waiting on that number to be called. Had an day yesterday. Had like 10 pounds. So gonna go out there, back it up, grow a little bit today. Definitely looking forward to it. Gonna go back to Griffin. Just gonna kind of get in a good area and just kind of pick it apart. And hopefully we can figure it out. We'll obviously see if we do. Coming with for today.
What up, Nick Tavares here. How y'all doing?
The Florida Hammer. So looking forward to getting out there, having a good day. Weather's supposed to be great, and just living the dream, man. Lock threw a square bill twice. And caught back-to-back 5.5s. No, he was just like, dude, I was on nothing. And then he stopped, fired it twice, back-to-back 5.5s.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's just Florida though, man.
Yeah.
Pull up and just like,
That's where a lot of good bags came from.
you think?
Yes.
There's
Like,
100. Hey, how
at
many,
least.
There was 125 boats from us that locked into Griffin yesterday. That's what the lockmaster said. 125 locked in from us.
21 with the popper.
Yeah. Hackney went there. Porosnik, they caught them off flipping.
Kyle went there. Jim Redford went there. Trevor Fitzgerald went there.
Yeah.
Shane Lineberger. I was like, that's where I was going, but I was worried about that.
Yeah. That might even be a 7, son.
Yep.
That's a big one. Ended up the day. I got my limit. I got one good fish. I probably have 11.5 pounds or so. So definitely increased from yesterday, but I spent probably about 2 hours on a 4-pounder, man. And if I would have had that fish, it probably would have had me up there, you know, in the top 40, which is what I was after, kind of my goal for it. So, you know, stay tuned. About to go to weigh-in, see where I end up. I'll kind of do more of a recap after that.
5 pounds, 15 ounces, 550. Levi Agar, Marchtown, Kentucky.
What's your name?
Chris.
What'd you buy? Go
30 fish, another co-annual limit. Many of them made 5-3 on day number 1. You're in 169th place for 3 pounds, 1 ounce. We've got the 131st. And how about Spencer Peters, Torrington, Tennessee? We've got 4 on one side of that limit, unfortunately. We get some valuable points though here. 4 fish, 4 pounds, 10 ounces. 4 Blanchett, Coney Island, South Carolina. Get to see the big girls. 11 pounds, 9 ounces, 11.9. Come on, move them right on over here into the tank and put the handles around the handles of that clamp. There we go.
Show it off to Mr. Overstreet behind you. Use 2 hands.
All right, that's what we're talking about.
Want to wait on it?
Sure.
6 pounds, 7 ounces.
Good fish, though.
Thank you.
Ely, Odessa, Florida. Tough day number 1 with only 8 pounds, but I see a rally day for Steven today.
What's up, guys? Back at the house. Just wanted to kind of do like a quick recap on how I finished, why I made decisions that I made, and obviously where I ended up. First things first, kind of some of the baits that I threw. During practice, I caught a lot of fish off of a swim bait, a Strike King swim bait, 1/4 ounce head. Did a lot of damage with that. Couldn't get a lot of size with it. You know, I had one in practice that didn't make the video. It was probably about a 4.5 or so, but everything else pretty much was like a 2-pounder, 2.5 maybe at the most. But during the tournament, we had post-frontal conditions, so they were not wanting to chase as much as normal, so you had to get more of a reaction strike, something that you can rip out of the grass. So a lot of guys were throwing rattle traps. I decided to go with a jerk bait because it's a little bit more finesse than a rattle trap. So I threw this jerk bait, 128 size, and I caught a good many fish off of it. And that was kind of the adjustment and audible that I made during the tournament, going from more of a swim bait reaction to a jerk bait reaction. Now you did see I did catch a lot of fish off of beds as well. I caught those on a Tokyo rig with Strike King Rage Tail Pearl Rage Bug. I would dip the actual base of the Rage Bug inside of some red dye, as you can see from the video, and I did that because I always want to see if the fish has the hook inside of its mouth, because during tournament fishing, if you catch fish and it's outside of the mouth while you're visually fishing for it, you have to let it go. So I would always do that to make sure that if I saw any of the red still outside of the mouth, I would know, fish does not have it all the way. Wait another second, let him get that second bite of it. So that's the why behind that. Moving on to rod and reel combos that I use. So I used a Team Lose light reel on a 7-foot caching rod for the majority of my fish catches. There was a couple other instances, especially when I was throwing the jerk bait, I used something else with a little bit different action. But for the most part, it was a Lose reel. Mag light as well, I used that also. So that's my personal preference for rod and reels. If you notice, I did do straight braid, especially in Florida whenever I'm fishing on, for fish on the bed and actively looking at them. I feel like that's pretty important. I've had a lot of times, especially with those big fish, the line will get caught on the top of their mouth, and kind of those grinders that they have. As soon as you set the hook, will snap the line, especially if it's a fluorocarbon. So I always elect to use straight braid when I'm visually sight fishing for bass, unless the conditions just won't allow for it at all. But when I'm in Florida, always straight braid for me. So that's kind of the recap on why I did what I did. I think I finished 76th in the tournament. So, out of 225 boats, 224 boats, I think it's not terrible, but it's definitely not where I want to be. My goal is to come in and, I'd like to try and push and qualify for the Elite Series. And, starting off with a 76th place finish is not really how I envisioned starting it off. So, not exactly where I wanted to finish, but it definitely could have been worse. Kind of easing back into fishing at that level, that's not a terrible finish to have. So, looking forward to the next one, which is going to be on Douglas Lake in Tennessee. I believe it's the second week in April. So, ready to get back on it and get on the trail and follow it and see if we can't do a little bit better in the next one. So, stay tuned.